Today on the Trend Out Loud podcast. This is breaking news. Young Thug might be walking away a free man. His case might get thrown out. We could see a mistrial. The LA District Attorney recommends for the Menendez brothers to get resentenced. They too could be free in a couple of weeks. Like, does Anthony Edwards know what a condom is? Has he ever been to the pharmacy? Like, how many kids does this man want to have? Yo, I cannot believe that Young Thug might be walking away a free man. What up? It's your boy, Trend Out Loud, and I'm back with another episode. All right, it's Friday morning. Y'all know how I get down. It's my favorite day of the week. I'm excited to kick off my weekend, and I got a good show set up for you guys. All right, we got 4 lead stories. Young Thug's YSL trial might end up in a mistrial. Anthony Edwards' girlfriend speaks out about him having a kid with another girl. John Legend sits down with Club Shay Shay Shannon Sharp and talks about his wife getting an abortion. And Cardi B is sick in a hospital and has to cancel a lot of her concerts. Then we're going to jump into quick news. We're going to talk about Beyonce, Elon Musk, Blueface, Mandeedees, DaBaby, GloRilla, and Safaree. Then we're going to close out this show, as we always do, with question of the day and a little bit of sports news. Y'all know what time it is. Turn your TVs, your radio, or your devices up. I'm about to start this show. Let's go. All right, quickly before we even start lead stories, there's one story that broke yesterday evening that I forgot to put into the lineup, and I definitely have to talk about it. Los Angeles District Attorney recommends resentencing for the Menendez brothers' convictions. This is a huge breaking story. The Menendez brothers could be free within weeks due to Los Angeles County District Attorney George Gaston. During a press conference, the prosecutor said, "There are people in the office that strongly believe the Menendez brothers should stay in prison for the rest of their lives. However, there are people in the office who strongly believe they should be released immediately." Basically, just letting everybody know that this is a hot button issue. There's a lot of people who are on one side, a lot of people on the other. All right. I remember when Kim Kardashian Instagram this, I think it was around a week or maybe 2 weeks ago. She said it's time for them to be freed. What their father did to them was wrong. I'm not justifying what they did to their parents, but 35 years, they should be let out. And everybody was dragging her. Wow, what does Kim know? Whatever. All of a sudden, now this is a big story, big leading story all over the world. And I would say most people are on the Menendez brothers side, of course, because of what their father did. So there's a couple of things to note. I did get this from Harvey from TMZ. He was saying it's important to note that this Los Angeles District Attorney is up for re-election in a couple of days. The judge who's presiding over the case, he's up for re-election too. How it works over there in California, these district attorneys and these judges are elected, just like how Kamala and Donald Trump are elected. So a lot of people are saying the only reason why they're doing this now is that so they could be in the good books for the people who are voting for them. What does that mean? I don't know. Just wanted to put it out there for you guys. Because I don't know if that necessarily means that he doesn't believe he's guilty or he does believe he's guilty, or maybe he doesn't care and he's just doing this so he can get reelected. That's what a lot of the underground discussion is. More importantly, these two brothers get a second chance at life. You know, they were sentenced to life. They've been in there 35 years. I think that makes them, close to 60 years old. So, they get to live the next, 20, 30 years of their lives out of jail. We will see. Interested to know what you guys think in the comment section below, or send me an email, trendoutloud@cfqr600.com. Whose side are you on? Are you on the Menendez brothers side? Do you think that they served their time and 35 years is enough? They should get let out? Do you think they should have never even been put in there because of what their father did to them? Let me know. Sound off below. Send me an email. But let's now jump over to our regularly scheduled program and let's get to lead stories. Judge in Young Thug's YSL trial says she will consider a mistrial. Young Thug and YSL's racketeering trial may be heading for a mistrial. On October 23rd, the judge indicated she might consider a mistrial without prejudice after a state witness inadvertently read a hashtag from an unread social media post while testifying. This hashtag refers to one of Thug's co-defendants, which could lead the jury to believe he had been incarcerated, a point they are not allowed to consider. That is huge. Let me read on. This prompted the defense attorney to request a mistrial, stating it is impossible to unring this bell. The court then adjourned for the day. The judge then proceeded to criticize the prosecution for the slip-up. She said, "You should have presented the witness with a document with that part of the hashtag retracted. That is just sloppy and it should not have occurred." So let me just give you guys a little bit more context for those of you who don't know about this case. First thing, this is the longest trial in Georgia history. If I'm not mistaken, it's past a year, but regardless how long, it's the longest case ever in the state. 1. 2, this is the third judge on the case. The third judge. The Young Thug's lawyers have complained about judges multiple times, getting one kicked off. If I remember correctly, I mean, we did a podcast about it 2 or 3 months ago. It was something where the judge was not colluding, but they had, they had private meetings with the prosecution and one of the witnesses, which is not allowed. They asked for a mistrial then. They didn't get a mistrial. They kicked the judge off. Then there was another judge that came on. I don't even remember why he got off. And now this is the third judge that is on the case. That alone is grounds for a mistrial. But now with the prosecution putting on a witness and the witness indirectly saying that one of the defendants is already in jail, that presumes that Thug could be guilty too, right? That's what that statement puts in the back of the jury's head, because if he's a co-defendant and this person was in jail, I forget what the hashtag was. It was like free, whatever the person's name was, like, yo, free Trent, free Thug. So the jury knows now, oh, so one of your co-defendants is in jail, indirectly thinking that that Thug could be guilty too. So if the jury thinks that, how do you tell them not to think that? You can't. So if you ask me, through my experience, I actually DM'd Megan. You guys know that she's my correspondent when it comes to Diddy and Young Thug. She hasn't answered me yet. If she does before the end of this podcast, I'll let you guys know. But if you're asking me, my experience in a court system, that is grounds enough for a mistrial. You cannot you cannot present to the jury that your defendant or their co-defendant has already been in jail. This is the same reason why, even if somebody is held behind bars, they don't come to court in an orange suit. They get to show up in a suit, because you need to present to the jury as if you're an innocent person. A lot of people don't know that. Don't forget, Thug is in jail, right? He's denied bond. He doesn't show up to court in his jail uniform. He shows up to court in his suit so that the jury sees him as an innocent person. That's the whole point of our court system, is to presume innocence. So if you indirectly say, well, one of his defendants is already in jail, that's ground enough for a mistrial. We'll see if it gets granted. If it does get granted, I really do not think they're going to retry this case again. There's like 200 witnesses. I just told you guys this is the longest case. I really don't think the state will attempt to go through this again. And lastly, if they do have the audacity to go through this again, they will definitely have to give Young Thug bail. There is no way they could keep him in again after they messed up this case. So we will see. This is like breaking news, depending on when you hear this, of course. It hasn't bubbled up on any of the mainstream media, but this is a fact. This is not hearsay. This is a fact that the judge is considering a mistrial. And the fact that she says she's considering it holds a lot of weight. This is not the defense attorney. This is not his lawyers going to the media saying, hey, we want a mistrial. No, this is the judge saying, I have to go back to my chambers and consider a mistrial. So we will see what happens. Of course, anybody else knows anything, comment down below, send me an email, trenoutloud@cfqr600.com. But we'll follow up, man. Who knows, man? Maybe by this weekend, Thug might be a free man walking around ATL. All right, in our second lead story, Anthony Edwards' girlfriend says she's not sad he allegedly welcomed a new baby with Alicia after already having 2 outside children on her last year. She said, "I'm hard body, baby." This was so viral yesterday. It was crazy. Everybody was talking about it. I personally don't see what the big deal is. Anthony Edwards has mad kids outside of their relationship. They clearly have an open relationship. She clearly doesn't care. So I don't know why everybody else does, but let's get into it. And I have a little clip. Anthony Edwards' girlfriend, Shannon, says she's tired of folks wanting her to be sad about his serial cheating because she's not leaving. Again, same thing. I feel her. This is ridiculous. And it's not cheating if she knows about it. It's only cheating when you're lying about it. But I digress. In a live video, she stated, if I gotta unbaby my baby daddy, then I gotta unbaby the first one, while referring to her first baby daddy, Chief Keef. Edwards' most recent scandal involves him filing documents to determine if he's the father of Alicia Howard's newest child. All right, I'm not going to read more into that, but I'll give you one last thing. Shannon and Edwards first went public back in 2020, and she's been courtside at NBA games ever since. But is she by his bedside? Edwards welcomes several outside children after the relationship was announced in 2020. His first child was with a woman named Drea in September 2023. Then he welcomed a son a month later in October with another woman named Allie. So basically, it also says that I want to tell you that, hold on, let me bring this back up. Shannon and Anthony welcomed a child earlier this year. So they have a child earlier this year. He's had 2 kids before he had a kid with Shannon, and she clearly doesn't care. She's courtside. She's getting her, baby checks. She's getting her, child support. She's courtside. Why do y'all care? Please let me know. I'd really like to hear you guys sound off in the comment section or send me an email. But here is Shannon, clearly unbothered. Take a listen.
That's what y'all want. Y'all want me to do that. So most y'all gonna get out of me. Hard body, baby. You send me a screenshot of your bank account, and I'm gonna send you a screenshot of my bank account.
You see, she's talking, I'm going to send you a screenshot of my name and my bank account. It's all about money. She got Chief Keef's baby. She got Anthony Edwards' baby. Yo, she's living her life. Let her do her. All right, in our third lead story, John Legend discusses Roe versus Wade and how it impacts women in the South. All right, I don't like taking on too serious the topics, especially when it comes to abortion. I know it's very triggering for people, but I really did want to know what you guys think about this, all right? While sharing his and Chrissy Teigen's experience with the miscarriage, John Legend and Shannon Sharpe go into further discussion on how Roe versus Wade is impacting all women, especially women in southern states. But take a listen to what John Legend has to say, and then we'll discuss it on the other side. Take a listen.
My wife, it was well past 15 weeks when she had to have an abortion. Mm-hmm. She was miscarrying, bleeding out.
Her life was in danger.
Her life was in danger. For the government to say, oh, we need to evaluate this to make sure you're sufficiently dying before you can have an abortion.
All right. See, okay. So this is the question I wanted to ask, right? Let's put the conversation of abortion aside if you just want to have an abortion because you had an oops baby, right? I want to know in the comment section below or send me an email what you guys think of situations like this. Somebody is pregnant. There's complications with the birth. It's after 15 weeks. The doctor says that there's complications with it, but they have to wait for the government and the court to say that it's okay. There has been reports that women have passed away waiting for this because sometimes there's complications where a woman can't wait. So I just want to know, again, just to be clear, not the typical abortion, like, hey man, I got pregnant, I don't want to have this kid. Let's not have that discussion. It's Friday. Let's keep it light. But when it comes to situations like John Legend and Chrissy Teigen, what do you guys think about that? After 15 weeks in some of these southern states, a woman, if she's having complications and a doctor thinks that it is time to terminate the pregnancy for the health of the mother. Do you guys think that they should have to wait further for the government to intervene and the court system? Let me know what you guys think. Comment below and or send me an email, trendoutloud at cfqr600.com. All right, in our fourth lead story, to ironically keep it medical, prayers up for Cardi B. Moments ago, the rapper revealed she's dealing with some health issues and has been hospitalized. Unfortunately, this means she had to cancel her performance at one music festival. Cardi went out and tweeted this: "I'm so sad to share this news, but I've been in the hospital recovering from a medical emergency the last couple of days, and I won't be able to perform at the One Music Fest. It breaks my heart that I won't get a chance to see my fans this weekend, and I really wish I could be there. Barty gang, thank you for understanding, and I'll be back better and stronger soon. Don't worry, love y'all, Cardi." So a lot of people are a little bit worried about this online because Cardi B is normally super open and transparent. The fact that she says that she's hospitalized for an emergency, it's very vague. And secondly, she's been sick since her birthday party, which was last weekend. When was I in New York? Yeah, I think it was not last weekend, but the weekend before. So I think it was like October the 12th, and she got super drunk, and she came on Instagram live the next morning, and she's like, "I'm never drinking again." And she was just been sick since that. She's been talking about her stomach, and she can't keep food down, etc. And then a couple of days after that, she was hospitalized. So, by the way, like, her party was crazy. Like I said, I was in New York at that time, and everybody was talking about Cardi B's party. I was actually supposed to go, but then the line and the madness outside was ridiculous. But I don't know what she did at that party, what she took, if somebody slipped something, I don't know what happened, but she hasn't been right since that party. So a lot of her diehard fans are really worried. Just wanted to give you guys that update. I don't have anything more, but at least she is tweeting out saying that she's okay. Don't worry. We'll see what happens. Like I said, Cardi B is very transparent with her fans. So we hope y'all keep Cardi B's prayers, Cardi B in your prayers, and we hope she gets better soon. All right, this brings us to quick news. Ring my bell. Beyonce too reportedly joined Kamala Harris at the campaign rally in Houston. As we quickly approach Election Day, more A-list celebrities are making their endorsements known, and it looks like we're going to see that from Beyonce this week. According to 3 sources familiar with the latest plans, the megastar is expected to appear at Harris's event in Houston on Friday evening. Not only is she expected to speak, but the Houston native is also expected to perform, according to one of the sources who has direct knowledge of the preparations. Beyonce has quietly shown support for Kamala Harris earlier this year. While she hasn't publicly endorsed her yet, the Grammy Award winner reportedly gave permission to Harris's camp to use her 2016 song Freedom on the campaign trail. I don't know who's surprised by this. We all know at some point Beyonce was going to pop out at the Democratic convention. Everybody thought Beyonce was going to come. I think they leaked that Beyonce was going to be there so people would tune in on the final night. But we all knew that some point Beyonce was going to pop out. Of course, we are 11 days left before election, so not surprised. I think they might be doing this a little maybe premature, but there's a lot of people that are voting early. So I think this is their final push. A lot of people are saying that Kamala didn't do that well on the CNN town hall. So this is going to, quiet all that rhetoric, because y'all know when Queen Bee comes and pops out, every blog, everybody is going to be talking about this endorsement and performance. So can't wait to hear about it. And of course, we'll talk about it on Monday's show. All right, this brings us to our second quick story. Elon Musk calls Eminem yet another Diddy party participant after Eminem introduced Barack Obama at Kamala Harris's rally. The thing that bothers me sometimes about Elon Musk, or even like the Republican, the Donald Trump camp, is that sometimes they literally just go out the window. Not, me, I don't get political, not taking either side. I'm fully independent, but they literally sometimes go like extreme, like, oh my gosh, if somebody says something in support of Kamala or Obama, they're like, oh, he went to Diddy parties. Like, I have covered Diddy party or Diddy's news since it came out extensively, and I have heard a bunch of different celebrities. I've never heard once of Eminem. And being in the music industry myself, Diddy, he was not super close with Eminem. Eminem did not frequent those parties. So Elon Musk is literally just taking this out of left field and be like, oh my gosh, he's supporting Kamala. Yeah, he's just another Diddy party goer. Like, how he just like makes things up. Like, it's crazy, man. Elon Musk, man, y'all crazy. All right, in our third quick story, Blueface seemingly says he'll be out of prison in July. As we previously reported, back in August, Blueface was handed a 4-year prison sentence for violating his probation and assaulting a doorman in a lounge in LA. Blueface tweeted out, "I'll be out July, don't blink." Y'all know I'm a big fan of Blueface and Krishan Rock. I know they're totally toxic. I know their show Crazy in Love is, just trash TV. I don't actually watch the show, but I just like them when they're out because my Instagram feed is just a little bit more exciting. And it gives me things to talk about on my podcast. But I'm fully aware that it's totally trash and that they're totally toxic. But I'm excited for Blueface to come out. Y'all let me know what you guys think, but I'm excited for July. All right, our fourth quick story. Fans react to a recent video that was uploaded to Mandeedees Harris's Snapchat account. All right, this literally was bigger than any Diddy story yesterday. Mandeedees Harris, I don't even really know that much about him because I don't watch reality TV, but I Googled it and he's on Love and Hip Hop. I've heard his name before. I just didn't know which of the reality shows he was on. But he uploaded a picture of some girl who was very, very thick in tight clothes. It looks like maybe like a Starbucks or a coffee shop. I don't know. Anyway, so like fans were reacting and says, "Let me mute Mandy and Mendeedes because when Win gets hold of the Snapchat stories, I don't want to be around." I'll play a little clip. Well, actually, I can't play it because there's no vocals. I'll just play it beside me so you guys see the video. And then Mendeedes came out, I think like a couple hours later, and she was on her Instagram. Hold on, let me find it here. And it says, Mandy addresses video of women's clappers on Mendeedes' Snapchat. Somebody wrote and said, "Hey, Mandy, why is Mendeedes posting videos of cheeks of ladies on Snapchat?" And she replied, "Because that's how we pay our mortgage and car note. Snap pays well. Please go look at his Snapchat 30 more times." She obviously clearly is unbothered. Like I said, I don't watch Love and Hip Hop that much, so y'all could maybe explain to me in the comment section, Mendeedes and Mandy or Yandy is her name. Yandy comments what this is. But I do know a lot of celebrities do get paid for promoting other people's accounts. And I did go to this lady's account. Let me find it here. What is her account again? Yeah, here it is. Mandy's Fashion Walk. So if any of you guys are curious and want to know who is this lady in Mandeedes Harris's Snapchat, her Instagram account is Mandy's Fashion Walks. And if you do like the video, trust me, you won't be disappointed. Go check it out. All right, in our fifth quick story, DaBaby shares his interest in working with GloRilla and Megan Thee Stallion. Y'all here for it? During a recent interview, DaBaby was asked to choose between GloRilla and Megan Thee Stallion, and he responded by saying he'd like to work with both ladies. For those of you who don't know, actually, let me play the clip, and I think you could kind of maybe figure out why he answered this. He was on Drink Champs, so he was drunk. I'm sure he regrets what he was saying, but take a listen. We'll talk about it on the other side.
I got love for Meg. Me and Meg did some dope together, man. Manifesting the song with Glo and Meg together, and baby, I think that's the way me and Meg should pop back out. See, y'all got me drinking and
Yo, DaBaby, are you forgetting how you dragged her online? You said that she was ugly. You sided with Tori. Like, that was supposed to be your girl. You're supposed to ride with her. You guys were the modern day Meth and Mary, Jay and Foxy, and you ruined it. And now, like, you can't just be on Jink Tramps and be like, yeah, we should make music together because, nobody does it better than her and I. Like, yo. Anyways, shout out to DaBaby, obviously, too. I was with him 2 weeks ago at Charlemagne's Mental Wealth Expo. Good dude, but my brother, you're wrong in this one, man. You know what I mean? All right, in our sixth quick story, the Shade Room posted, Big GloRilla posted up with a bump. People went wild, and they posted also a picture of her with a baby bump. She's like in a onesie with a baby bump. But if you go to GloRilla's Instagram page, you'll see that it is a Halloween costume from Fashion Nova. I think it's Fashion Nova or one of those places. But yeah, this is a paid advertisement. So everyone is thinking, oh my gosh, I can't believe GloRilla might be pregnant. Yo, congratulations. Yo, we just saw her on a press tour 2 weeks ago doing a different interview every day with her stomach small. How could she have a baby bump this big? It looks like she's like 9 months pregnant with her little self. Anyways, but I mean, the Shade Room was a little messy. I mean, I think they knew what they were doing, but here to tell you guys that GloRilla is not pregnant. She's not having a baby. It was literally just a costume for Halloween, and whoever the company was that paid for this, they're winning because now everybody knows that you can go to Fashion Nova and get a really cute baby bump for Halloween. I think it's more of an April Fool's joke than a Halloween costume, but hey, who am I to tell them what to do? All right, in our seventh and final quick story, Safaree celebrates hitting 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. This comes after his explosive video that exposed home camera footage of him and Erica Mena. Two reasons why I wanted to talk about this is we just recently hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. Shout out to the Toronto Loud podcast and all the team. So that is one reason. And another reason is, we did it without having to leak home videos and do a bunch of crazy ish. I told you guys when Safaree was leaking these videos of him and Erica fighting and all this stuff, I told you guys that was all for their show, all for their YouTube channel. That looks so staged and so thought out to just create buzz, but it worked. He has 100,000 subscribers. He's making money on YouTube. So shout out to Safaree, but I told y'all I didn't believe it. Safaree wrote 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. The gram ain't popping anymore. Click my link in bio to stay locked in. That's what I say on my Instagram all the time. Click my link in bio. Anyways, shout out to Safaree. Of course, shout out to YouTube, man. All right, sorry, I know I said our seventh quick story was our final one. I did forget this one. So this is actually our eighth and final quick story. Kanye West unveils artwork for his forthcoming Bully album. Yeah, Kanye West has an album coming out called Bully. I don't know who this is on the cover. They're wearing some sort of grills. It's not Kanye. I don't know. Maybe it could be his mom or somebody. To me, it looks like a woman. There's no facial hair. So it looks maybe like a black woman. I don't know. And the grills are kind of like blacked out. It's a black and white cover. So I don't know. I don't have too many details. The article says, Kanye West has unveiled the cover art for his highly anticipated forthcoming album titled Bully. It is unknown when the project will be released, but Ye shared the cover art with a Japanese photographer created. The 86-year-old is renowned for his bold black and white portrait shots, and he did not disappoint for Ye. That's it. Again, not saying who is on the cover. The shot is dope, though. Can't lie. Did not disappoint. A lot of people are online saying this is going to be Kanye West's comeback album. I saw one content creator that was like, all successful men can come back from, their fall from grace with something major. If they have a great album or a great movie or whatever it is they were known for, if they have a fall, if they have a strong project, people will forget about it. That was a little bit of a dig at men, but we won't get into that. But I do agree. I think it's also with men or with women. A celebrity does something wrong. They do something that, I wouldn't say it's the word I'm looking for when, oh my gosh, I just forgot the word I was looking for. because we don't really use this word that much anymore. Cancel culture. Yeah, when an artist gets canceled, I think within a couple of years, people kind of start forgetting that what happened. They miss that person. And then if the person has a good, strong project, yeah, it could be forgotten about, depending on how, hard the person was canceled. But I don't know. I don't know about y'all. I mean, Kanye West is a legend out here in the music game. I don't think he'll ever fall that far off where we'll never want to hear anything good from him. And I agree. If he comes back with a solid project, I think he could, get back into people's good graces. I don't think he'll ever get back to where he was at the top of his game, but we'll see. We'll see. Let me know if y'all are excited for this new Kanye West album. All right, this brings us to question of the day. Which do you prefer when you're traveling? Hotel, Airbnb, all-inclusive resorts, or any cheap spot you could find? I have my answer, and I'm very passionate about this, so I'm going to tell you guys before I even read it. I am so done with resorts. I'm so done with all-inclusives. I'm so done with hotels. The only correct answer is Airbnb. Yo, resorts have all the people that you already live around. They already go there. If we go to Canadians, if we go to anywhere in Dominican Republic, we go to a resort. There's on the plane, you see people from Montreal, Toronto. You get to the resort, there's people from Montreal, Toronto. Why are we going anywhere? You know what I'm talking about? Like just for the sun? No, it sucks. Resorts have the same food. The first day, it's fun. Oh my gosh, buffet for breakfast, lunch, dinner. The second day, it's like, by the third day, you've eaten all the food that you like, so you're just repeating it. It's buffet. It's sitting out there. I get sick literally within 3 days. Hotels are boring. Yo, the only answer to this is Airbnb. It's so much more fun. You can still go to restaurants, but you can find local food because everyone goes to, sorry, I told you guys I'm passionate about this. Everybody's like, oh, I don't want to cook. I don't want to spend money on food. If you go to like, DR or the Caribbean places or whatever, you could go and get local food and it works out to be cheaper than the resort that you're staying at. So you pay for your Airbnb. Okay, you maybe go to the grocery store and get some fruits, get some, coffee, do your own little breakfast thing or whatever. It's not that doesn't take that long to cook breakfast. It's not like you're like making and seasoning up a whole dinner that's taking you 5 hours to prepare. And you go out, be with the people, and just get into the place where you're at. Whether it's Europe, whether it's Asia, whether it's the Caribbean, whatever. I encourage all you guys to take Airbnbs because most Airbnbs are around the people and submerge yourself in the culture. You're going to come back so much more fulfilled and rejuvenated. Just my answer. Sorry, I know I talked a lot there, but all right. Somebody said it all depends where you're going. Okay, whatever. Somebody said 1 or 3, which is hotel or all inclusive. Boo. Don't ever travel with people that want to stay at the cheapest spot. Yeah, I'm not saying the cheapest spot because cheapest spots could be dangerous. It could be dirty. No, go to a nice Airbnb, pay the money for sure. Make sure it's a 5-star super host. But I'm big on Airbnb. All right, somebody else said, what I prefer is one thing, but what my wallet prefers is a whole different situation. Again, it's not a money thing. Somebody else said, all inclusive, me please and thank you. Another person said, all inclusive, boo. Safaree life coach said these Airbnbs want your arm, leg, and firstborn to stay there. Not true. Red Rihanna 23 said never number 4. That much I know. I agree. Don't go and stay at the cheapest place. It's very dangerous. Now look at Chip said 3 for me, please. Hold on. Let me just check. 3 is all inclusive. Horrible. I like to be at the bar within 30 minutes of walking up on my vacation. Horrible. All inclusive, hotel, 3. Wow, nobody's going with me with Airbnb. Hotel. Somebody said I'm spoiled. Give me 3 only. All inclusive, but that's rare in the US if you want to get a maybe bed and breakfast. Everybody said 3. I knew everyone's going to say resorts. I hate that. That's exactly why I don't want to go. I don't want to be where y'all are at, man. Nope. Everybody said 3. Not even one person. Good thing I went first. No, trust me. I get the relaxing aspect of a resort. I get it. Get an Airbnb, near to a beach, 5-minute walk away. Trust me, you're going to have a way better experience in a resort with all the other people that you know, that you've been around, that you flow down with. You're not getting anything. Anyways, I already talked too much. Y'all let me know what you think in the comment section below, or send me an email, trendoutloud@cfqr600.com. All right, this brings us to sports news. DeAndre Hopkins is officially a Kansas City Chief. Y'all know how I get down. Kansas City, we're going to three-peat. We were short on receivers. I still think Patty Mahomes was going to make it without getting this, but getting Hopkins is a great addition. I was listening to First Take yesterday. They were talking about this. They explained why the dynamic of him being there is great. It's going to shore up the double team on Travis Kelce. So now you have two, mid-range, threats, and then you have Xavier at the top. So now we have 3 levels in our wide receiver arsenal. I love it. They're predicting that now for sure this is a lock to three-peat. I do not want to talk about the undefeated season. I don't care, undefeated, not undefeated. I just want Patrick Mahomes to beat Brady's record of having 7 Super Bowls. This is going to help him. And Brady does not have a three-peat. He only has a two-peat. So that is my take and my excitement on the Kansas City Chiefs. Y'all let me know who you think, and my NFL guys out there, you let me know who you think is going to take Super Bowl. All right, that is my Friday show. Thank you so much for kicking with me. Before you go, I just want to remind you of all the ways to keep up to date with the Trend Out Loud podcast. If you're used to watching the show on YouTube or listening to it on podcast platforms, please try to check me out Monday through Friday from 11 to 12 on CFQR600.com or 600 AM on your radio if you're in the Montreal area. We do play the Trend Out Loud podcast, but we mix it in with 90s and 2000s hip-hop and R&B. It's a great hour. It's a great way to just break up your day, get your entertainment and viral news. Check it out. Vice versa, if you're used to listening to this show on CFQR 600 and you can't always catch the show from 11 to 12, you're busy, you got Zoom calls, kids, we get it. There are 3 ways to keep up with the show if you miss it from 11 to 12. 1, on the CFQR.com website, there is a Listen Again tab. Just click Listen Again and it will pop up. All of the episodes will be there. There's obviously YouTube and podcast platforms. Go to your desired site, type in Trend Out Loud. The show will pop up. Don't forget to hit the follow or subscribe button so that you can be notified every time we upload a new show, and we do upload shows daily. If you're like me and you like to watch video, yes, there's YouTube, but now Spotify also supports video. So you can check out the video podcast on Spotify. What else is there? Check me out on any social platform at Trend Out Loud. Don't forget to follow the media company at Sioux City Media on Instagram. And I think that's about it. For those of you who are listening on a CFQR, do not touch that dial. My homeboy Don Smooth is coming up next with the midday mix from 12 to 1. Don is always dropping the hits, so make sure you check him out. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Have fun out there. It's still kind of warm. Winter's coming. Make sure you enjoy these last days of fall. I'll see you guys on Monday. Peace. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy, Trend Out Loud. Peace.